what do you think now that you've been practicing for a certain amount of years and also working with students? What is a misnomer, or what is kind of one of some of the main misunderstandings people have when they start to get interested in mindfulness? What have you noticed in terms of like, what are some of the kind of core blockages early on when someone's like, oh, this sounds cool, and then realize actually this is much harder than it looks like?
Yeah, first of all, it sounds so simple. Sit down, follow your breathing. I mean, what could be simpler as far as one basic level? One of the things that I've noticed that I think people get caught on is they try to use mindfulness to reach some kind of goal that they have in the material world, like power mindfulness to get, these 3 things on my job. Or they think that if they practice mindfulness, they'll be able to put up with a situation that feels unbearable. So they try to use the practice in some way to kind of like conquer their mind, or and it's a form of delusion, really. We want to use mindfulness to become aware so that we can make better decisions, not so that we can make terrible decisions with a sense of more calm. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or stay in a delusional situation because now I'll just practice, or some. So there's a funny way that I think that and so just naming that, I think, is something that I've just seen as I look online and I see what's out there, how people are using mindfulness, and different teachers or coaches or sports people or Fortune 500 CEOs or investors. It just worries me a little bit, that trend, but I think it will expose itself though, because you'll expose yourself to yourself though before you get very far, right? It just won't work the way you had anticipated, that it will give you some skill set to tackle Wall Street, or that energy of getting. So I think that would
Yeah.